our topic is how to drive conversion with your Instagram chatbots. So the first thing that I want to mention, um, like, do you see this slide? So it's written here like a Facebook page and WhatsApp and Instagram. There are like many things about many different messengers. Why I added here? Because Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, they actually the same company, Meta. You probably know that, but I actually want to make a stress on that, because some people asking me, like, when we're doing when we do such webinars, they ask why I need to have Facebook when I'm going to use WhatsApp or Instagram. So that is why you need it, because these platforms, they are connected between themselves, so it is highly important to understand. So now we are going to discuss where exactly and how these chatbots can be used, how the chatbots can make your life easier. So what are those examples? So please let me know if you have some ideas. Um, so let me know where you can use that chatbots. And if you have such, please also let me know. I'm interested in your cases. Maybe we'll add some interesting ideas in our next webinars and discuss them. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I already have some examples on the slides, so for you it's kind of easier to write something. But anyway, let's start. So first of all, before we'll go deeper, the structure of the Instagram chatbot, we can talk about like leads. So that the chatbot can actually, um, how to make people trigger a chatbot. So this is like what you need to do in the beginning. So we can use several options: sign up widgets, QR codes, or direct link. How to use direct link? You can connect it with a button on your website, for instance, a landing page, or maybe somewhere else. It is not a problem. You can use also sign up widgets. I didn't mention, but we also launched a new service, pop-ups. You can check it after we finish the. Yeah, Anastasia, so thank you. Yeah, this is we will discuss that. Mm, yeah, this is one of the best options that we can. I mean, to sell stuff during winter holidays, this is like hardly important. If you have an online store or Instagram store, this is awesome idea. So maybe something else. Okay, so now we talk briefly about these cases, and after that we will discuss in more detailed way. So let's imagine we already placed all the widgets on the link. So now we can communicate with our leads or clients, or those people who are interested in um, knowing more about our products. Maybe they need technical support or something like that. So now we kind of um, have the way to communicate with them. So the next step is how to communicate, right? So we have several steps. Like you can send like campaigns. This is something like discounts, updates, weekly newsletters, digests, something simple like an image button. You know that in Instagram it's a little bit different from Messenger, Facebook Messenger chatbots, or Telegram, or WhatsApp. So you have only 24 hours to send campaigns. So the person should be active during the last 24 hours. In such a case, you can send such campaigns. Um, so another option is to chat in real time. Of course, the same thing. we need to keep in mind that the conversation should have finished, like you have just 24 hours to send such a conversation. But if the person keep texting you, you can reply, and so you can chat in real time. In another option, the chatbot itself, when you build a huge sequence or a flow, maybe several, and combine them between themselves, and you can like in this chat is keep like chatbots keep working and you doing nothing. This is like the perfect way of usage when chatbots doing your job and you just can do something else. I mean, um, maybe think about your strategy, but you don't have to keep in mind all the um, everyday's stuff like the, I don't know, like a welcome message because it's already built and you don't have to think about it each time. So of course, you can accept payments or donations. Donation, this is a new thing, so it's really important when you don't have a fixed price of a product. So the person can simply select any amount that the person wants and pay. Once we talk about payments and donations, so of course it's clear that you can connect the payment systems such as PayPal, such as Stripe, such as LinkPay, and some others, around 10 or 15 payment systems. After that, there is another option that, like when we already have these deals, those deals can reflect in our SendPulse like CRM system. And of course, you can manage your chatbots on your mobile. So even if you have several, not just for Instagram, but also for WhatsApp, for Facebook Messenger, for Telegram, you can manage all those chatbots in one application. You can install it and use it from mobile. Also, you can use a desktop version. So let's check how many people are here, and we will go discuss all these things, but more in a more detailed way. So we also have we can vote here. Um, the question is, do you use Instagram for business or not? So 79% of people who came, they use Instagram for business. So they already have an Instagram. And other 13%, they are just interested in creation such a chatbot. So we hope that you guys, after after the demo, like after this webinar, I mean the demo and webinar, where you will have a clear understanding how to build the chatbot, how to use it, and you will definitely do that. Before we go ahead, I also want to mention that do not hesitate to contact us. Like I want this webinar to be useful, not just like a story, about Instagram chatbot, but also I believe that you will test it at least test it, and if there is a problem or you stuck somewhere, don't hesitate. In the end of the presentation, you will have my email address. You can contact me whenever you want. Send me the mail, send me the list of your requirements, maybe, or what needs to be done. I will suggest something. You can also book a demo or reach out technical support that work 24 hours per 7 days. So this is really important. In such a case, this webinar will not be just a film or movie that you watched, but also something really useful, and you will be able to earn money or make your life easier in different way if you not sell something, but communicate with your clients because of something else, not because you. Hi. So I will go. I will read comments a little bit later, and I think that I will also cover your questions, real focus media concept, and we'll discuss it in the end. Okay, let's go on. Let's move on. So there are several ways on how to communicate. Sorry, like on how to connect your chatbot. I mean your Instagram. How to create your Instagram chatbot. So there are several ways how to connect your Facebook with Instagram. So truly, um, I can't say what's the like what way is the best one. I think that it depends on the person. But one of them, like it's easier when you get used to do something with your smartphone, like anything with your smartphone, and like option number two is more comfortable when you use desktop version. But what you need to have before you will connect Instagram with Facebook, you need to have an Instagram business account. So not the ordinary one, but business one. And you need to have a second page. Like it can be your own page. With it, you can check all the campaigns. You can send messages to yourself to check how they look like, if everything is okay. And but it's like you need. So don't forget that you need to have the two Instagram pages. So one can be personal, one business account. And of course, you need to have a Facebook page. You have to have administrator rights with your brand's Facebook page. In other case, you will not be able to connect it. So the step, like option number one on how to connect Instagram with Facebook. Also on the screen, you see the desktop version. When you open your Facebook settings, after like page settings, after that you will find Instagram and connect account. After that, you will be redirected to the Instagram. You will enter your passwords, like login, and the pages will be connected after that. Option number two, truly I prefer this one. And you can do absolutely the same, but from your mobile. And first you need to enter, like to open your Instagram application. After that, select your in your settings, go to the settings section, and after that, select your Facebook page if you have several. So find the one you need in the list, and after that, connected. So after that, actually, you in it's SendPulse, you need to find this chatbot tab, and once it's done, you can so you will have nothing here, and you'll be able to click on Add Bot and connect it with SendPulse. After it's done, you will be able to start like start actually building the flow and exploring the chatbot, how everything looks like, where all the buttons placed. So as you probably saw in the description, we also want to talk about like New Year and how to use chatbots during New Year holidays. So and we will definitely do that. If you see, you can build a flow, like one special flow for New Year. It can be active during the holidays. So in the beginning, I talked that there are three main ways on how to communicate with your clients. And I also mentioned that try not to build a huge sequence of messages or a flow, but several different flows. And this is how it looks like. So the editor look like this, and you can actually make something like that when we have a section, maybe a button that will redirect the person to the online store, and here the flow block will activate the flow and build specially for New Year or Christmas, for instance. So depending on the area where you're located. And yes, so as you see, the structure of chatbots, they're almost the same. So especially those who are familiar with how SendPulse work, no matter what chatbots you use, Instagram, WhatsApp, or Telegram, or Facebook Messenger, you have the direct link here below the name of your page. After that, you have this bot structure tab, audience tab, and some other like menu, flows, triggers. So when you hint on flows, you will have the list of flows you have. Also, as you see, you can we have this reaction thing. So when somebody reacts to your stories, somebody commented your video, you will be able to reply automatically. So this is how it works. Okay, so hold on. So let me check your questions if you have new ones. So how does accepting payments in Instagram work? So okay, we will go and check that very soon. Do I get the money in my bank account? Yes, sure. Yes, you will get them. Okay, so what Instagram chatbots features and benefits. So I just an example. I give you just several examples here. Of course, there are many, like there are more. But one of, especially for those people who just decided to start using it, it's really important that you can create it with our free plan, because and only after that to test it, and if it works for you, if this is the solution that you've been looking for, after that to upgrade. So our free plan allows you to send 10,000 messages per month to up to 1,000 unique subscribers. You can create 3 chatbots with 10 variables and use API. So as you know, Instagram, the second most popular meta platform. This is like, of course, this is a benefit. So nowadays, if you don't have an Instagram online store, in some businesses, you are definitely going to fail. So you need to create it right now. Do you have, okay, you don't need to have a phone number of your recipients. For instance, in WhatsApp, if you don't have a phone number, it's a kind of a problem for you. Of course, when you created the chatbots, you can find new leads. Of course, you'll get those numbers, but in the beginning of when you just created a WhatsApp chatbot, so you need to have numbers, or you can start you need to start collection your leads from like zero amount. And yes, and possible to connect the payment system. So let's go. This is an example of chatbots, chatbot sign up widgets I mentioned in the beginning. So as you see, there are many different sign up widgets. They can appear somewhere in the middle, in the top, in the corner. If you have several messengers, you can actually have them all as one list. Another thing, this is we have a really important update. You can copy flows from one messenger into another. So for instance, a few months ago in our chatbots, we didn't have such an option, and let's say you were an Instagram chatbot user, but then decided to use like Telegram chatbots, and at that time, in those ancient times, you needed to create a new one sequence and spend like time to copy all that sequence manually. And now it can be done automatically. Finally, I'm really happy to announce this feature because this is really important for our clients. Okay, so as for automated flow, I want to talk about this example. I think that we will hold on. So and don't forget about your questions. Like I will check them all. No worries. So this is how the editor works. How it looks like, especially for those who are new, who like people who didn't have an experience with SendPulse chatbots. I want to show you like this is super easy to use. It's just drag and drop. So if you need to add a new message, you just select it here on the left and drag it here and connect with the button that you need. So There are just several options. It's super easy. You don't have to be a developer. It's similar with a game. Just API request button requires some technical knowledge, and that is all. After that, you can actually start building the sequence. Once we know what each block means, we can start building this flow sequence. So as I mentioned in the beginning, do not try to build a huge sequence or a flow. I suggest you to divide it into several parts. Let's say you have a customer support flow, sales flow, maybe a welcome sequence. Maybe some flow will be related to special occasion like New Year or Christmas that can be available just during some period of time, or maybe you have a season discount or something like that. So you can just add, you don't have to change the whole chatbot. In such a case, you can just add the button like I added here, like products, and after that add this flow block and activate the flow. On the right you will have the menu when you hit on this block and select like New Year offer, for instance, and want the like the holidays are over and we can back to like to the normal life. So after that you can remove this block and this button. So there are just few clicks. It's super easy. So as you see on my example, so I hope that you can see it because it's not that large, but action button allows you to do several things like you can create deals in our CRM system. You just need to select add deal and the name of the deal and the stage of the deal. We'll also see that we'll discuss that a little bit later one more time. There are options like remove from your subscribers. So let's imagine that you have another message here, something like please update your preferences. And one of the options sounds like if you aren't interested anymore, you can always unsubscribe. And the person can't on the button, you can just remove that person from the list automatically. But of course, there is an unsubscribe line in the bottom of each message. Filter block. It allows you to divide the audience according to different criteria. So let's say you have many tags and variables. By variables, I mean like name. Maybe you have some additional information that you collected somewhere using this editor. And maybe you already have text. So let's imagine you have another flow and you already know the location, where your clients live, and you want to divide that audience and to send like your next messages just to like a few percent of your audience. So you can add several criteria like this flow needs to be to continue only in, for instance, only in Great Britain to people who live in London. But you need to have the data added into audience tab, like audience tab of your chatbot. In such a case, you will be able to do that. Once you have the and integrate, so you also can integrate with some other CRM system or other services with API. So this is why I added this API request block, just to show you that it also can be dragged here, and it looks like this. So once we talk about New Year today, so you can use images as you see, and some images related to the holidays when you're building a flow. So don't forget that to highlight the buttons somehow. This is like a huge thing, because if you compare the results of two same chatbots, but in one the buttons will be just with text, without any special symbols. The clicks rate, like chatbot clicks rate, it will be lower. The people will just from time to time they will stuck in the sequence or stop using it. So also don't forget, when you create the chatbot, don't forget about buttons like back or previous menu, because if there is a dead end, the person simply will go uh, like nowhere, and the person will not be able to get back and to begin the sequence one more time. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult to imagine like the person stuck somewhere in the end of the flow, and after that the person unsubscribes. After that, click on start once again. Like, it's too complicated. So make your client's life easier, and don't forget about back and previous menu buttons or something like that. So think about of the usage, how it's, if it's comfortable for you or not. So try it by yourself, send those messages to yourself, and after that just launch it or activate that flow. And when I'm doing something like that, usually I send this chatbot to my friends to test it. Okay, so what now we see chat in real time. So this is how our chats window looks like. It can be wide, or it can be a pop-up message in the top right, sorry, in the bottom right corner. As you see, you will see all the customer journey here. You will see when the person stuck somewhere, and if the person wasn't active, if the person is active during the last 24 hours, you can send some like, hey, I saw that you stuck in the flow. um, I mean, it just like too, it sounds too professional, but you can say, hey, I saw that you been looking for something, so but didn't manage to um, find the product you need. So we can, this is our phone number, you can simply call us, and we will provide you with some assistance, and the person can simply call you. So it's up to you. If you have time, or representative who can provide um, like support with the phone. So yeah, you can do that right from here, from the chats tab. So of course there are sound notifications, there are pop-up messages that will appear. So you can use the desktop version like an ordinary messenger, actually. So if I'm not mistaken, I didn't mention this in my presentation. So anyway, you can watch the recording. It will be on our YouTube channel, so please subscribe. There are many useful videos we have and guides. You can also share it with your friends who also maybe also interested in using Instagram chatbots. So I want to make a stress that we have the, in your account settings, you have a users tab. In that users tab, you can invite like your employees, your colleagues, who will share your account with you, and give them partly access, and you don't have to share your own passwords and login. People will have their own, and as the owner of accounts, you can remove those people whenever you want. So of course we need to trust people. I know that, but when we talk about business, the data should be protected and safe. That is why we added this feature, and especially when you have, let's say, several chatbots, many clients, many subscribers, you need to be careful with data. And I suggest you to use that option. Also, So this is how this is actually the same example for New Year. This is kind of reply to your real focus media concept. So when you send campaigns, like simple. So maybe you just want to say Happy New Year, like 10 minutes before the 2023 or the third one will start. So please, if you want to do that, you need to be careful with 24 hours thing that I mentioned at the beginning. Also, you can select criteria if you divide the want to divide the audience according to some variables, tags, or other specific criteria. You can do that. So you can definitely do that. And as you see, you can connect the button and connect the payment system here, right here, and select the amount, create the product name. You can also um, activate another flow. So if the person paid, you can start sending post sales articles, guides, messages, other related products, or something like that. And if I'm not sure if you see it, but in the bottom you can see this add to CRM pipeline. And you can select the pipeline that you need. In SendPulse CRM, you're able to create several pipelines. You can assign specific person to specific pipeline. You can connect the payment system with that pipeline, and you are able to communicate with that client via email or your chatbots. You can also call that person. You can leave notes and track all those deals in our custom CRM. And so yes, and those funds um, will be transferred into your bank account or PayPal account, depending on what payment gateway you used. So think about special offers, special New Year, Christmas offers for. So think about like what you can offer, what discounts, like if it's possible for you to make special gifts or discounts. So please think about it, and you can create something like that. Don't forget that we have this donation option. So if you do not provide, do not sell something, but maybe provide some something that's like cannot be, so the price is not fixed, I don't know, like, so use the donation thing. Maybe you kind of volunteering or something like that nowadays, because of situation in some countries. This is the common thing. So use that option. These are several payment system. I added this as an example for you. So we have PayPal, Stripe, Wave4Pay, Fundy, LeakPay, Mercado, and Flutterwave. So according to the area where you live, you can actually select that payment system also in your account settings. So as you see, so we have just around 1 hour. I'm trying to show you um, like to show you everything, but of course it is not like it's not possible to show you how everything works, how to add the payment system, how to invite users. I talk about like general things just for you to have an understanding how it works in general. But as I mentioned in the beginning, do not hesitate to ask questions in the comment section or send me an email, book a demo if you need that, and we will discuss all these questions in a more detailed way. So let's go and check the next slide. So this is how our CRM looks like. So once the payment is actually when the order is created, if you mentioned, if you like selected that option, the deal can reflect here. So as you see, like this is the I wanted you to see the basic structure of the CRM. So you will see the dashboard. Once you hint on it, you will see the total revenue. You can compare the results of your sales team, um, like for instance, in different months, and compare like when do you have best results. Maybe you changed a little bit your strategy or something like that, and you can see if the revenue is growing. In pipelines, so you are able to create several. If you have several projects, several sales team, maybe you want them to compete between themselves, you can compare them as well. You have the total list of your clients, some tasks, integrations, and as you see, this is how the deal looks like when you hint on it. The new window will appear with all the notes you have, all the messages you have, emails, chatbot messages that you send. All that information will be when you hint on specific deal. And when you select the pipeline, you will see all the stages, like in the progress, paid, successfully implemented, and there are many things that can be customized. You can create custom stages. So and also here you can check all the tools we have on board. Especially it's important to know to those people who are not really familiar with what SendPulse is and what we can do. So we have email marketing service automation 360. This is like also call it triggered emails or triggered messages, because this tool allows you to combine emails with chatbots, with landing pages, with text messages, SMS. So as you see, we have landing pages, pop-ups. Check it out after we finish the demo. Because you can connect your chatbots with pop messages, and they can appear according to some clients' behavior on the website. So please do that. Maybe find the video about pop-ups on our YouTube channel and subscribe. So we have push notifications, web push notifications, SMTP service, and educational platform. So truly, I think that we already discussed like the way that like you can go through, and actually you can run out your Instagram online store from nothing till like successfully implemented deals, because we discussed with you like widgets, the direct link that can be placed on the website to landing pages, the situation when you have no subscribers at all, and after that they sign up, they trigger your chatbot, they become your subscribers. After that, they trigger your chatbot, they will go through the sequence or the flow of messages. After that, they will chat with you, they will communicate with you. After that, they will hint on buy if you have a payment system connected. After that, they will reflect in your CRM system after you received those money. And actually we like this is like it works when you have nothing and now you have a paid clients. So truly with SendPulse becomes really powerful when you start combining all these tools. So one, for instance, in your Instagram chatbots, you can ask your client to provide you an email address, or maybe you can connect with the button in your chatbots with a subscription form or pop-up message when maybe you have a special event like webinar or something like that. And you can ask the person to register for it and to provide some additional information. Once you get that data, you can start using other communication channels, not just chatbots, for instance, but also email marketing service, etc., 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 etc. So I suggest you to try other tools as well, especially because we have free plans in almost all services, so you can test these tools. So I see that In the comments, you can check now a few links. First of all, there is a free course on how to create an Instagram chatbot with SendPulse in our SendPulse Academy. So register for it. And also, if you register right now or several days later, there will be a special bonus for you, like 15 USD off. So please try it. If something not clear, mm, after completing this course, I think everything is gonna be fine, and you will be an advanced SendPulse um, chatbot user. So let's move on. So of course, super important to understand that you can manage all your chatbots from your mobile whenever you want, where no matter where you are. If you have at least Wi-Fi connection or maybe mobile internet, you will be able to send messages, to reply, to see where your clients clicked, and track all that information. Um, so this is like super comfortable. So now I think that we have not that much time left. So I'm waiting for questions in the comments. Um, so I asked you. So if you have questions, please leave them in the comment section. But also, I would like to know if there are some people who already uh, use SendPulse. So what features do you want us to add? So please also text that information. I will send it and transfer it to our developers. If something of that can be done, we will think about it and add it into our roadmap. Maybe in future, such options will be launched. Also, you will be able to download this presentation in case you forget something. There is also my email address will be included, so you can always send me an email and ask me if you have some any questions you like. I will reply anyway. If there is something technical, I will contact our technical support team and redirect their reply to you. So this is actually all. So I'm waiting for 1 minute to check your questions, and after that, I think we will end our webinar. I hope that it was useful for you, and as I told you in the beginning, I hope that you will find you will like not just watch it, but also activate your discount. Try maybe with our free plan, and after you have this understanding, this is the perfect solution for you, and I'm sure that you will keep using this Instagram chatbot service, and it really will help you to save your time, and this chatbot will work instead of you. And I will be really happy if I know that actually this time, this like our service really saved your time, and we have many new happy clients. This is why I'm here. This is what SendPulse does. So as for now, I don't see any comments in the comment section, so probably that is it for now. Thank you guys for being here, for staying with me for an hour. And I think that soon we will arrange another webinar, maybe related to pop-ups or other messengers. Truly, as a business developer, I always try to combine um, to tell you how to combine tools. So maybe it will be something like how to combine different tools or how to integrate something with something. So anyway, we will find an interesting topic for you and come up with announcements very soon. Follow us on LinkedIn or subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our news. Mm, We always add new features, launch new services, and of course we will provide you with some interesting guides, articles, and videos. So thank you for being here, and have a great day. Bye bye.